2020 started off with such optimism. There were so many people that I spoke to that were really happy to see the back end of 2019 and to welcome in a new year. I don't know about you, but the energy and the optimism is starting to wane right now, and there's some really important takeaways that we can adopt right now. And the very first one is that momentum shifts fast. And so if things are tough right now, then we have to remind ourselves that momentum does shift. If things are good at any time of life, we have to remind ourselves that momentum shifts and to be really grateful about what is going well in our lives. But we're in a state right now of fear and uncertainty, and that fear and uncertainty is driven because we seem to assume that we have control over our external environment, over things that we identify with as important to us, and we don't. We don't have that luxury of assuming that things will go a certain way. The only thing that we have control and certainty over is our behaviour. We have control over our behaviour and how we show up at home, at work, and in the community. And so in an uncertain world, the only thing that we can bring certainty to is our behaviour. And so I would encourage everyone out there right now to begin to step back into who am I? What do I stand for? What's important to me? And start to look at the behaviours that support those really important values of yours and start to do that. And that brings certainty to our day in an uncertain time when we are doing and in control of our behaviours day to day. The other thing we have to really look at though, and the challenge around this, is that most of society out there have bought into crappy values for a really long time. We've got this huge influencer market that's marketing all this stuff that's actually extrinsic and not really important to joy and happiness in our lives. We have an over-identification with materialistic things. And so right now, we're buying into crappy values. So when we're doing that, there's a big risk that that stuff gets taken away. So I invite people to come back to what's truly important to me. Who am I as a person outside of all that stuff that we don't have control over and is actually not very important right now? Bring back focus on what are the behaviours that support my values and do that day in, day out. And I guarantee it brings that sense of security, sense of certainty, sense of control back into a world that is feeling pretty uncertain right now. Take care and be well.